For MVP, I'll cut my hair off. I'm sorry, I like my hair.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Toughwave Thoughts. Today we have a special guest. For those who tune into the PBA draft this year, some of you may know him, but if you haven't heard of him yet, well, you will hear soon. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Sedrick Barefield.
So, Sedrick, how long have you been out here in the Philippines so far?
I've been here for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm still getting settled into the crib and getting used to things. So, yeah.
So, besides those 2 weeks, have you visited the Philippines before?
Yeah, my first time visiting was probably like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
But I played for the Bay Area Dragons, which was a guest team from China.
Mm-hmm.
So I was here for maybe 3 months playing for them, and that's when I kind of got to know the Philippines a little more. We were staying in BGC at the Shangri-La for like 3 months.
So nice. How would you rate your experience so far in the Philippines?
1 out of 10, 1 through 10. Yeah, probably a 10, bro. 10? I love it here. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite place here, or any place you want to visit?
I want to visit as many islands as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got to the islands yet, so Palawan, Boracay.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I want to.
El Nido, as many places I can get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what school did you go to? High school, college, for your basketball career?
I went to high school at Corona Centennial.
Mm.
So I don't know if y'all know who Jared McCain is. He was just drafted. I went to that high school. So
okay.
And then I went to college at the University of Utah, and that's where I finished my college career.
So, what made you join the PBA draft?
Mainly just the stability it brings. Obviously, many people may not know, but the PBA's been following me for a while,
right.
And I just felt like it was the right time. As far as stability, as far as just finally getting out here and embracing, the motherland and where my family's from.
So you have a history playing pretty much all over the world. So is there anything that stands out between playing overseas or playing in the States?
Yeah, mainly as far as basketball, I would say overseas is a little more physical. It's a little bit slower than the States.
Right.
The States is very fast. It can be a little erratic, but overseas it's a lot more fundamental, more physical, more tactical. So yeah. So
where would you prefer to play at? In the States or overseas?
Right now, the overseas. Yeah, that's where I've been the last. I don't know. I think this is year 6. So. This is where I found the most opportunity for myself, and I'm just excited to finally be in the PBA and be in this market and see what that offers. Yeah.
So, what age did you pick up a ball and just started getting going?
Probably 4 or 5, bro.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. My dad, he played at San Diego State.
Okay.
He played in Germany overseas.
That's
so
tough.
From a young age, I kind of just gravitated towards it. Yeah.
So. Along your journey, did you play any other sports?
Yeah, I played. I tried to play all sports.
Right.
I used to rollerblade. I used to play tennis sometimes. Play football. Play soccer. I was good at baseball. I made the all-star team in the 3rd or 4th grade for baseball as a pitcher. But right after that, even after the all-star year, I was I want to play basketball. That's the only thing I want to focus on.
What other sport professionally would you play if it wasn't for basketball?
I always want to play soccer, honestly.
Soccer?
That's
why soccer?
It's just, I feel like it's the most similar to basketball, so I feel like I would just kind of naturally be good at it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For your basketball career, were there any sacrifices you had to make? I know, coming from the States, coming back to the motherland. I don't know, you have family out here?
Yeah.
So, do you see them often, though?
Nah, I don't see them.
So, would you consider moving here to the Philippines to play professionally be a sacrifice from your family in the States?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime playing overseas, you're leaving, your family back home for 10 to 11 months at a time. So it's definitely a lot of sacrifice. But at the same time, I feel like, there's a lot of gratitude to be found in it as well. Just having the opportunity to continue to play the game that I've been playing since a kid. I think that's great.
I know, like, traveling the world, being away from family could be, like, kind of rough mentally. What was your biggest motivation to, like, keep you going?
I would just say the main thing is just I love to hoop.
You love to hoop?
Yeah. Like, ever since I was young, I was always that kid that was, like, playing at recess or, just always had a ball in my hands walking around. So that's the biggest thing for me, yeah.
What advice would you give to, like, not just Phil Lambs, but anybody that wants to play basketball, wherever the game may take them, whether it's where they're at now or overseas? What advice would you give to young players?
Just follow your passion. Try, if this is what you want to do, try to see how good you can be. Stay humble. Soak up as much knowledge as you can. Learn every day, and I think more than anything, just believe in yourself and believe that whatever it is that you want to achieve, you can do it, and it just takes work.
So do you believe in the saying, I just had it on my tip of my tongue, hard work beats talent where talent fails to work hard? So do you believe in work ethic is more responsible than God-given skill?
I think that, absolutely. I think that your God-given skill is going to take you to a certain place, like to a certain level, but you see it a lot, like not everybody maximizes, how much God-given ability they've had. And I think that definitely that work ethic is what takes you to that next level.
Okay. So when it comes to being a player on the team, like, what's a more important part about being on a team? Like, what do you find yourself needing to have or being capable of doing when it comes to working with the team at any level?
I think biggest thing would just be adaptability. Like, every team that you're on might be different.
Right.
So, for one team, you might be the guy taking all the shots. And another team, you might only be getting 4 or 5 shots, but you still got to find a way to be effective. And maybe your role is to, be the best defensive player. So I think just being adaptable, being ready to do whatever it takes for that team and figure out how you can be cohesive with your teammates.
What would you say is, like, your greatest experience in the basketball world?
I couldn't give one single experience.
Go ahead.
Two that, like, stick out is my time with the Bears Dragons. That was a special time for me. Just the bond that I developed with my teammates there and Coach Gorge over there. That was just a really fun time, especially because I was coming off of 2 back-to-back injuries.
Right.
So that was, like, the most fun I had, and that was, like, my first time in the Philippines too. And then I got hurt when I was in Greece, but, like, just, like, playing in Greece and living there, that was dope.
Would you give any advice to, like, any players who are coming off injuries or even like shooting slumps, anything that's like a setback?
Oh, man, yeah, just I would say just stay with it. It's a process, like, day in and day out, whether it's an injury, whether it's a shooting slump. Bumps in the road happen, and not every day is going to be perfect. So just take it day by day. Try to make progress each day at a time. Know that, some days may feel like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but overall it's a journey of years and years of, continuing to grow. So just stay with it. Okay,
so what would you give your younger self? Like, what advice would you give your younger self with the knowledge you know of today?
My younger self, wow, that's a deep question. I would say just don't take anything for granted. Lose the entitlement. I think that, in today's world, early success kind of breeds entitlement. And, just be grateful for, all the opportunities that you're blessed with, all the people that are in your corner, because nobody owes you anything. And, yeah.
Is there anybody you would like to show, like, appreciation or love to that's, like, guided you or helped you along your way?
Shout out to my moms. Shout out to my pops. shout out to my sister. You know, they sacrificed the most growing up, just coming to all my games, and not even just basketball, just in life in general, helping me be the best I can be. So shout out to my fam back home.
A big question is, if Gilas gave you a call, would you take that?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking that call. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to, you know, represent, you know, the flag in the country? Yeah, that's like a dream come true.
But playing with so many different teams, making, you know, connections, partnerships with a lot of teammates. Did you have like a favorite teammate or somebody who's like, oh yeah, I want him on my team every chance I get?
Ooh,
or
man.
Even somebody you like playing against because, you know, it pushed you to become better?
Yeah, that's a tough question. I mean, there's so many teammates that I could think of.
You're starting five.
Starting five. Ooh, okay. I'll put my boy Miles Powell in there. He went to Seton Hall. He's playing in China right now. It's a walking bucket. I'm putting him in there. I don't know, man. It's tough. My boy Markel Brown, he was my roommate in Oklahoma City. Shoot the lights out the ball. Probably put him in there. Probably my cousins, Isaiah, Evan Mobley. I haven't played with them yet, but they play on the Cavaliers, and I got to watch
that's tough.
Their growth, you know, from when we were like babies.
Right.
So I throw them in there, and then I can't choose myself, so I'll probably put like my boy Pancake Cleveland Thomas. He was my teammate in Greece. Yeah, put him in there.
Is there anybody in the NBA that you idolize, or even beforehand?
Kobe Bryant, that was like my favorite player growing up. Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving, those three. Like I could watch them all day. Like I don't need to watch nobody else, just them three. Yeah.
Who would you consider your GOAT?
My GOAT is Kobe Bryant. Yeah, I'm from California, so we showed up to school with the Kobe jerseys on. We was in Staples Center when he was dropping 50. So that's my GOAT. Yeah.
We'll do a little fast talk here.
All right.
It's just a couple questions. Would you rather be on defense or offense?
Offense.
Winning shot in a regular season game or winning block in a championship game?
Winning block in the championship game. I could stomp off the court.
Would you rather make that extra pass or get an extra shot up?
It depends who's in my
who's in the extra situation.
Yeah, but probably an extra pass. I like getting my teammates the ball.
What's your go-to hoop shoe? Your favorite hoop shoe?
Kyrie Fours.
Kyrie Fours. Any specific colorway that you have in mind?
The Equalities.
Okay. Would you rather travel to the past or travel to the future?
The future.
Future.
Sure.
Why?
Just to see how everything plays out. You know, we can't live forever, so
right.
Just see how everything develops.
What teams you want to compete against the most in the PBA?
Ginebra, TNT, San Miguel.
If not Blackwater, which team would you want to draft you?
Blackwater. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, shout out to Blackwater, man. I'm super thankful, you know, for them drafting me and giving me the chance. If it didn't go that way, I know that, you know, Converge had the #1 pick, so I would probably say them. Yeah.
So I see, you know, you got a fresh braid up.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Chizzy. She braided my hair. Yeah.
Would you rather remain the second pick or cut off all your hair for that first pick?
I'll remain the second pick.
Remain the second pick. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like my hair.
What about for an MVP?
For MVP, I'll cut my hair off. Most definitely. I'll do a lot of things for MVP.
Oh shit.
You cut that out. You gotta cut that out.
How do you want people to remember you, not only on the basketball court, but off the court as well?
Just somebody that was there for, you know, the people that he loved, his teammates, his friends. You know, I try to just move and live with integrity and put a smile on people's faces. So, yeah, just that. Just moving with love. That's really it. Yeah.
So is there anything that you would change if you could go back in the past? Any regrets you may have that you was like, oh, I should have done this differently, or I could have got an extra rep up, you know? Anything from small to large.
I would say just ultimately just, staying focused, staying persistent, and not letting, different setbacks or hard lessons, like, hold me down. Like,
right.
just kind of have a short memory and learn from it and grow faster.
What's your biggest core memory you have from high school hoops?
High school hoops. Winning the state regional championship, going to the state championship in my junior year, and we won 3 league titles in a row. So, yeah, and beating Roosevelt.
And then throughout your college career,
NIT championship run. We lost in the championship game, but just going to Madison Square Garden, playing there, big time.
And then playing pro overseas anywhere.
Playing in Greece.
Playing in Greece.
How
was that like?
That was just a vibe, bro. Like I live 5 minutes from the water, so I was waking up every day, seeing the sea, and the vibe there was just so different. So yeah, just playing out there. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it, right? We flew through the questions, but I guess that wraps up Toughwave Thoughts. Our special star appearance. But on behalf of Toughwave and me, myself personally, we wish you good luck this season, good health, successful career, and hopefully you guys follow his journey throughout his PBA career and, root for him. So if you see this, like, share, give him a follow, tell your family, your friends about him. Second overall pick this year's PBA draft. We'd like to thank him for having him on the podcast, and that wraps it up.
I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you. Shout out to Toughwave.
Pull up to the crib, walk in, I'm counting blues.